Attention, please.
This uploading is only for educational purpose.
No intention to infringe copyrights.
Learning English with subtitles GPITRAL.
Follow us.
When unprecedented storms struck St. Louis and Las Vegas in the last 2 weeks, it was called a fluke. When the first recorded Category 6 storm destroyed Chicago, it was called a 500-year storm. But those reassurances have faltered in recent days as one 500-year storm after another has struck Paris, Egypt, Buffalo. With yesterday's devastation here in New York City, there is no question that the sun is rising on a very changed world. Global disaster relief has been stretched to its limit. Local resources are tapped and power grids are strained to the breaking point. Increasingly, people around the world are simply falling to their knees and praying for deliverance. Of course, the question now on everyone's lips is, if these storms do not end, is this the end? And nowhere is that question more urgent than in our nation's capital. Overnight, Hurricane Eduardo accelerated towards Washington, D.C. The storm in New York is headed in the same direction. Of course, we're still awaiting a definitive prediction from the National Weather Service. But if these two monster storms meet in Washington, God help us.
Please remind them that Florida assures me we will have a hurricane spinning on top of the Capitol Dome sometime after lunch. So if they can give me a forecast of New York storm just a little bit before then, I would really appreciate it. Okay, please tell me you have an answer.
No. The evac scenario assumes a nuclear attack, so the basic plan is...
Garbage.
Yeah. The geological survey says we can't send anyone south or east. They either go right into the hurricane or into one of these huge zones that are going to flood.
The only high ground is north and west.
Leads them right into the path of the New York storm.
Melody, line 3. Melody Chang. Storm Prediction Center and Weather Service together.
Yes. Yes. Well, when will you know? Listen, I'm your first call. All right, so they don't know if the New York storm is going to hit D.C., which isn't good news, but at least it's not bad. What we do know is that we absolutely have an extremely violent hurricane bearing down on us, so obviously we can't let up.
Don't you just love New York?
Lady Liberty tried to mace you with her torch.
Staring death in the face. I mean, didn't that just get your ticker going?
My ticker works just fine without mainlining a journal.
Well, at least we got the professor's dead. And now, it's time for... Tommy Tornado's Wild World of Weather!
And this is an improvement how?
Oh, you're not gonna get hurt. When Tommy tangles with a tornado, it's like a dance, a waltz. I mean, you could call it intimate. The best part of all, you get to relive all the sexy parts. Over and over!
Has anyone ever told you that you're mentally unbalanced?
Yeah, every other day, and twice on Sunday. Which is kind of hard to believe, seeing as how I'm still standing strong. I'm still here.
Although no official evacuation has been ordered, D.C. highways are jamming up as people try to flee Hurricane Eduardo.
Word is, we're sitting tight. Now, some of the facilities we protect are going to be used as shelters, so you'll have your work cut out. Quinlan, you'll coordinate assignments. Get the hell out there, because in another few hours, it's going to be too windy to walk. Carr, I'm detaching you to assist Secret Service. They need some help. Apparently, they were moving the families of some of the VIPs out of town, and one of the buses disappeared.
My nephew is being evacuated.
Secret Service asked for manpower. Thought you'd want to go.
Thank you, sir.
Help. Help me.
Are you okay? What happened?
My daughter. They took my daughter.
Let's go! Move! Move! All of you now! Keep moving! Go! Get over there! Move! Move! Move it! Move it! Move it! Let's go! Go! Let's go! Don't you move a muscle! Let's go! Let's go!
11 children taken, and only the eldest in each family.
Who's claiming responsibility?
No one. There was no note, nothing. We're keeping a lid on it, debriefing victims at the scene, and Judith Carr's son was one of those taken.
DC's on the verge of being hit by a hurricane. That's a federal emergency that needs to be managed without distractions. So we are not going to tell her, Jim. If she asks, tell her for security reasons, Greenbrier has a cell scrambled.
Her son was kidnapped.
We're going to let her do her job, unimpaired. When there's something to know, one way or the other, she'll be brought up to speed. Objection noted. You have your orders.
Isn't it a little early to start pacing in your cage?
The first rule of any emergency, Peter. Assess your resources.
Did your mama teach you that?
I guess she did.
You know, I'm glad you're ready to be an Eagle Scout steward. I really am. But this isn't about you. Nobody kidnaps the son of FEMA's director. They go after the important targets. So since this is about me, I decide what we're doing.
What exactly are you doing?
I'm working on it.
People are being urged to get indoors and stay away from windows. The leading edge of Hurricane Eduardo is expected to hit within the hour.
Francis, hang up. Go away. I'm only staying because you can bet come next election that every last one of my constituents will know that I stuck it out.
And the fact that both your children are hanging tough has nothing to do with it.
Go. Go where you can do some good. And if I've miscalculated and accidentally sacrificed my life for my country...
I'll see to it the obit's on the front page.
Thank you, my dear.
Good luck, sir.
I just got off the phone with every weather agency in this country, and they all agree the two storms will definitely not collide.
They're wrong. I just finished analyzing Tommy and Faye's near data. Not only will that New York storm collide with a hurricane, it's going to happen right over the top of D.C.
How can everyone be wrong but you, Ross?
Well, they'd be right if it was the same kind of storm they've been studying for the last 50 years, but it's not. Judith, you got to give the order to evacuate.
I can't do that at this stage of the game. We'll have to hunker down in the city.
Judith, there is not going to be a city. Not only is this the most vicious storm I've ever seen, it's going to collide with a Category 5 hurricane. It's all going to pile up on top of DC's massive thermal plume. All that power is going to feed directly into tornadoes. This isn't going to be Category 6. This is Category 7.
You're not giving me any options, Ross. I need options.
Jude, DC's going to look like it was hit with a nuclear weapon.
Personally, I think he's underestimating.
Don't cry, my dear. Don't cry. The Lord will provide. Can't I stay here with you? I'd very much like to.
If we all stay, who will take care of our neighbors at home?
Hurricane Eduardo hit the coast of Florida with near apocalyptic force and has continued
beyond anything ever seen. And many forecasters are comparing the storm's force to that of a...
What's the word on the storm?
It's the end of the world.
My dear, time for you to be with your loved ones. Monty, I haven't seen Stephen and Paul for the longest time. Are they someplace safe?
They're gone.
Well, time for you to go, too.
This is my home.
You're so faithful. But there's a risk of flooding here.
I'm not frightened, Penny.
No, I know, but the church really isn't safe.
I'm really not frightened, Penny. One way or the other, the Lord is coming to take us.
Monty, what are you talking about?
The end of days, like you said.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said so many still remain deaf to the Lord's will, and that it took God's final plague to turn Pharaoh back.
Monty, whatever I said, whatever you heard, this is not the end of days.
Penny, prepare yourself.
Goodbye, my dear.
Just see myself out.